Hi guys, welcome to render.camp. My name is Daniel. Today we're gonna work with this beautiful picture. I'll show you how to make it in VRay render. Yes, our main topic today is talking about VRay settings, about the creation interiors in VRay. I hope you hear me well. Write me some glasses to the chat, and that is important, guys. Really important that will tell me that you hear me well and everything okay with our connection. Yeah, thank you. Write me please, where are you from? That is really interesting for us to know, from which countries, cities, locations, continents you're looking, you're watching our workflow, our workshop. And I'm going to start. I think I'm going to start. So as usual, I want to share with you a few of my thoughts, because theory the same important as practice, maybe even more important than practice. And yesterday I came back from Sofia, Bulgaria, from the Chaos special event. And we talked with different guys, with company owners, with different influencers around architectural visualization, around 3D, and everyone as one said the same. There is lack of people who really know how to make responsible for visualization, I may say, ready to think. A lot of people who know buttons, but not so many people who know how to make really outstanding pictures, for whom you can with whom you can work. Like, give them project and forget. Like, be sure that that person really know how to deal with any kind of situation. So that's why theory is important. So but theory not about like rendering technology, theory about picture creation, because the final goal of our job, that is exactly picture. We will send to our client final pictures, not scene, not textures, not 5K seamless textures ready for PBR shader or something like this. We will send picture, and if your picture looks awesome, you're good. If your picture for any reason looks bad, this client will not come back to you and to your company, and that means this company will not work with you anymore. So that is really important. So know any words about that's because, I don't know, client's brief, everything else doesn't matter, because if your picture in any reason looks bad, excuse me. So that is like tiny moment of bad news, like not bad news, or maybe sad mood, but I'm not sad. I am calm, and I want to share with you honest information, and be with you honest, and share with you everything I consider important, I think. So why VRay? In fact, there is way more people using VRay than Corona. We are used to working in Corona, and our channel mainly tell you about Corona, but in fact, in the world, way more people work in VRay than in Corona. Big companies work in VRay, and most of them have a lack of valuable information about VRay. So I want to share this information with you. Okay, why VRay exactly? In fact, VRay from like with default settings, that is like approximately the same Corona. That was like 15 years ago, when it was quite, maybe not 15, maybe 13 years ago, when it was big difference. No, look, maybe not big difference. You have to set VRay to get the same quality, not quality, the same workflow, the same emotion of work as Corona. But in fact, right now, from with default settings, that is quite the same Corona, VRay quite the same Corona. So in fact, there is no any big difference. But if you need something, if you need to change something in a settings deeper, a little bit deeper than just simple, I don't know, render time or noise limit or something like that. Exactly, inside engine, Corona will tell you goodbye. VRay will tell you welcome. And in fact, everything you want to do, you can do it with VRay, because VRay is the most flexible render engine. And forget about myth that you have to know some secret settings in VRay to get good result. You don't. I will show you today. And you can compare this workshop with any other. In settings, there is no any huge difference, no any difference at all. We will use light and shadow composition, we will use general filling, we will use HDRI mapping. Yes, we will put HDRI mapping in a little bit different position, but never mind. So that's like quite clear. If you'll have any question why VRay, feel free to ask me. I'll answer at the end of the workshop. Why I use I made this picture based on reference. I found this reference on somewhere in Facebook, I guess, and I like it. And to be honest, quite often, that is like third question, big windows easier to make render. You may say, like, quite often you can say, Daniel, that is so easy to make beautiful render when you have huge windows. Way more difficult to make it with small windows or without windows. That's not true at all. I will explain you why. Because picture, that is, first of all, that is composition. Composition, that is position of object in the frame, light and shadow composition, and color composition. So big windows mean lighting come from all sides. So in fact, you have trouble with light and shadow composition, because with small window, that is easy to make light and shadow composition because you have only one small window or you don't have windows at all. Yeah, so you can configure your lighting from any possible direction, and you'll get quite good light and shadow composition. Here, the problem is lighting comes from both sides. In fact, more than from both sides, because that is like I think more than 300 degrees of lighting. And that is the problem. And that's why like build light, really nice light and shadow composition with this picture could be way more difficult. So that's my thought. And to prove that, you can watch our lessons about and workshops about bathrooms. Yeah, and you can check them, and you will notice that building light and shadow composition in a bathroom really easy to do. Yeah, in case you don't try to make overall lighting, because overall lighting will kill your light and shadow composition, or of course in this case your picture will not look good. Okay, so and every time when I want to improve my skills to know how to build exactly this type of pictures, I have 18 years of experience for this moment. I will open some picture, I will download it, and I will make copy of this reference during one day, maybe less than one day, just to practice, because that is like a training before competition. Competition, that is real project. Copying pictures, that is exactly training, yeah, before competition, and that's clear. Especially if you can't make outstanding. Let's be honest, yeah. When we start projects, we have beautiful picture in imagination, but in reality, renders looks like average level on Behance. That is the best. Yeah, let's be honest. But we want to grow in quality. So how to grow? We can find the really outstanding looking picture with the same type of interior or architecture, in fact, no matter. And we can spend 1-2 days maximum to understand how to build in 3D these type of pictures. And that will be our training before competition. Real project, that is competition. Rebuilding reference, that is training. That's why on the big professionalization course, we work with references, because we have to know how to build pictures you really like and you really want to know how to build in 3D. based on references. And many people ask me, Daniel, can I take my own project? Yes, you can, but that could be way more difficult. That like learn, I don't know, boxing, go into the box competitions only. Is it possible to learn something? Yes, that's possible, but you will lose. Way better have some training and like spend some time on trainings and then go to your first competitions. Here are the same. Okay, that's clear. So then workflow, that is important thing. The like second important thing. We have to follow workflow. Even me, one more time, I have 18 years of experience. So that is like a beginning of this profession. That was beginning of this profession. And I still in every project follow model, only finish it model in a good quality. That is important. If you do not set all your furniture elements into their position, you can forget about nice light and shadow composition. So that's just a true, and everyone will tell you the same. So after model, and you can do it quite fast. I built this model in a 1 hour and a half. So that is easy to make, not so difficult if you do not change your attention. Then general feeling. I will show you today, if you first time here, what is this, but that is 3 things. In fact, general feeling, that is equal composition, but composition, that is 3 things. Object position in the frame, light and shadow composition, and color composition. Color composition of whole frame. Only together, that is general feeling, and it is like quite fast to make, like 10 minutes, 7 minutes, 15 minutes, but that is like 80% of final result. So that I hope that's clear. Then textures, texture, that is something for adding details somewhere into the surfaces. That's clear. And post-production. Quite often people make huge mistake, like build like quite weak light and shadow composition, color composition, and general feeling, and then thinking like my shaders not so good. I have to learn just how to make shaders. Everything else quite good. That's not true. Absolutely not true, because shaders, that is one of the easiest thing. Yes, they could take a lot of time because there is you have to render each shader on the almost final quality to be sure that it looks good. But in fact, that is easy work if you build general feeling in a proper way and your picture looks good. Okay, so that is workflow. Model, only finish with model, then only finish general feeling, camera position, object position in the frame, light and shadow composition, and color composition. Only when you have ready general feeling, you move to textures and move from biggest textures to the smallest. So in this case, floor could be first, background second one, tabletop third one, some chair, texture the last one, and that's all. In fact, people quite often afraid build new shaders because there is so many shaders in the scene. No, in fact, in real scene, if you'll count your really important objects, you'll count maximum 10. Maximum 10. That's like a floor, ceiling, wood, I don't know, tiles, fabric, maybe leather, and that's all. So that's clear. So I think we can start work in 3D. That is my picture. Oh, yeah, I want to show you a picture I found. That is Franz Silvestri Architects project. I found it somewhere in a Facebook, I guess. That is quite a few pictures I found there. So that was my main reference. And post-production, I had a little more saturation. That was my decision, but never mind. So one more time, I want to just practice how to make this picture. In fact, I can take any of them, any of these pictures, and practice with them. The workflow will be the same. Okay, so and unfortunately, I didn't find this project on their official website. Maybe I spent not enough time on that. Maybe it is not important. I found just this picture I wanna make. So I'm going to put it to the right screen to check it. So as I said, I will build everything from scratch. I mean, like starting from model. Imagine that we already have model, and I build it based on the floor plan I download from the same website. So you can do absolutely the same in most of picture. You can go to ArcDaily and found their project you like and build your scene and practice and practice and practice. If you'll have a problem, you have a few options. You can write me directly and I will help you with this. Or if you want to have a lot of practice, you can join render.camp big professional course, and I will give you a lot of my attention, and I'll help you improve your skills, definitely. So let's go. That is absolutely clear scene. I want to update it one more time. I will jump to Corona and go back to VRay. That is easiest way to reset all settings I have, except resolution of the render. So everything absolutely default. As you can see, no any changes, nothing, no any light sources. I can choose light. So that is really clear scene, guys. I don't want to like give you some bad information. I really will show you only important things. Here I have a few layers. The most important layers, that is about scene optimization. We have lesson about scene optimization in the course. Of course, not only layers, but layers. That is the way to come to the perfect looking clear scene. And here I have one of the layers, that is glass. That is important to have layers exactly like this. Why? Because, for example, when you'll work with shaders, you shouldn't like choose or select every of them to apply some shader. Just double click over there and you can apply. You'll be able to apply. I will remove all this thing. I think I'll do it in a little bit different way. Create new way. General filling, let's say 2, materials VRay MTL, just simple default shader, and you will like, for example, you'll create class shader and you'll apply it. So everything scene optimization, that's about make your works faster. And yes, guys, if you have any questions right now, feel free to ask me. I'll answer. I'll come back to your questions in the last part, if that will be necessary for that moment. When you ask me, I will read it and I will answer immediately. Okay. So as I said, we will set everything from scratch, including shaders. So that's clear. Yeah. I will use quite the same camera I took from the reference. Okay. I will hide glass because that is not so important at all. What is important things I want to give you? Windows. I don't know why, but quite often people creating visualization forgetting about technical details. Not only Windows, about all technical details. For example, details in the pool. Right now, pool is quite far from the camera. That's why I have no details. But for example, Windows is quite close to the camera on the foreground, and we should have detailization. Chamfers, aluminum profile inside, some rubber profiles over there, proper gaps between floor and metal, between floor and this part of the frame. So that is really important. And second thing I wanna tell you, please guys, please use shadow gaps. What is shadow gaps? That is small distances between objects. In fact, between all objects you should have like shadow gaps. Maybe like for example, chair and floor. 1 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, 2 millimeter, depend on the resolution of your final render, but have it. This shadow gap will give you huge advantage on the final picture. Just use it always, okay? like that. Should I buy Ryzen, something like that? I never use AMD, so I can't tell you. I'm Intel user. So that is starting point. What about lighting? First of all, we have to set overcast lighting, and then we have to add some sun as additional light source. That is the most important thing you have to learn. That is really important, because detalization, that's always about shadows inside shadows. Because if you'll make sun first, you will kill possibility to have some details inside shadows. That is really important. Okay, let's jump to HDRI Heaven. Now it's called Polyheaven, never mind. And your HDRI map have to be a little bit blue, but maybe not a little bit. It have to be blue. Something like that, something with sun, but you have to remember that you have a lack of holes in your walls. Like, let's say in the opposite way. You have lighting from everywhere. So maybe some of one side of your HDRI map have to be a little bit lighter, and you should have some directed lighting like this, but without sun. Of course, interior HDRI map not good for us for this particular case, but I'll try to find maybe something like that. Yeah, it looks like we have there, but I'm afraid here we have a lot of yellow light in the HDRI, so that could be maybe not the best. This one could be really good, but here we have green bottom part. This is HDRI map, so if you have some color on your HDRI map, that means you'll get green ceiling, and you can't ignore it. So in this case, green ground, not okay for us. Maybe like this, yes, but here's lack of blue color. That's another disadvantage. Maybe like this, but here we also have green color. Yes, we can desaturate it in Photoshop, but let's imagine we have to find the HDRI like without these issues. Yeah, let's say like that. So what's next? Next. Let me find something useful for this case. I don't want to take the HDRI I took for my project. I want to show you whole for workflow and be honest with you guys. So that's why I'm doing that in this way. I think that could be not bad, definitely. Yep, better to check with these spheres, because these spheres can tell you the truth. So in fact, that's not bad. Let's try. Not a little bit, not enough blue color over there, but we will check, I think. So I will copy this name, Control C, save, and okay. Let's open it. Let's create some DOM light. Yeah, HDRI will put into the DOM light, VRay light, plain, no, DOM light. Somewhere here, out of our interior, somewhere here. And I'm going to add where's my, oh, over there. No map, VRay. I use exactly VRay. I try to use, if I use VRay, everything, beat maps and everything else from the VRay. Then I'll go to the, oh, I have to delete all these folders. I don't want to use them. I want to show you how to create everything from scratch, and show you that it's possible to. The most important thing that is, I want to show you that it's possible for a short period of time, like a few, like 2 hours, 1.5, without explanation, just focusing on work. It will take hour and a half, definitely, not more. Maps, VRay. Oh, no. Maps, general color correction. Because without speaking, it could be just focused work on that. resolution only. I already hide the glass, so I can work with this. Let's jump to the, yes, I set usually interface like that, camera over there. Let's make, I hate these empty parts of my display, so that parts of display, so I try to avoid them like that. Here's top view, and that is perspective, to work in perspective. So I always will work with this view, yeah. Select or choose this view and hit this button to render only this view. Then I'll go to viewport, oh no, not this one, standard active viewport settings, and to viewport light, default lights. Why? Because I hate these black colors in the viewport. Why? Because black, for example, I'll need to add some shader there and I want to see mapping. In this case, I can check it. Okay, here are the same, active viewport, default to default. Yeah, okay, like that. What else? I guess nothing. Oh, here we have water in the pool, but I make it Alt X to make it transparent. Yeah, so that is like that. So I think I can try to set my first render, yeah, over there. So as you can see, nothing here, absolutely clear. Let's start interactive. I don't want to use history. I'm not sure I want to have so big picture. So that is default something, and that is like a place to make first mistakes. Quite often people think, oh, that's like nice looking gray material, I can start building shaders. No, you don't. Why? Because of light and shadow composition. To build this picture, you have to make way more intense light and shadow composition. What is light and shadow composition? That is different between light and shadow of the same object without any shader improvements like fall off or something else, or reflection. Yeah, so you should direction of your lighting should be suitable your particular case. That is important. And first of all, lighting comes from the right side. Of course, in the reference, light comes from the left side. So I prefer follow reference because that's important. What exactly I can do for that? Of course, rotate HDRI map, nothing difficult. Yeah, everyone know that. And I will not use this. Oh, I forgot, in my VRay, select camera, I want to show you something. My VRay is VRay camera already have some settings because that camera I already have. Default HDRI lighting with HDRI, you'll get like that. To make it lighter, better, use film speedy. So like default first, approximately starting settings. In my case, that is 5,000, but don't try remember my numbers. Your numbers could be absolutely different depending on your scene, depending on your HDRI map, brightness of your HDRI map, your scene and everything else. So you can have 1,000, 25,000, 150,000. That's not important how exactly. With this option, you have to get like approximately the same color of gray material as you have in your material editor, like here, approximately, not exactly. Don't try to catch pixel to pixel the same result. You will never catch. Yeah, you have to catch the approximately, something like this. Next thing, everything we see in the real world, that is reflection. And that's like a tricky thing. Number, I don't know, 1050, never mind. Reflection. You always have to start with reflections. Everything we see in the reality, that is reflection. So set, if you use VRay, average gray material, gray color of reflection and glossiness, or you can change to roughness. I used to working with roughness already. We're used to working with roughness, so that's like inverted reflection. So in Corona we have like 0.75. So let's set the same. That does not mean that is like perfect or not perfect. Never mind. I just want to have, no, I want to make it more glossy, because mine here have to be a little more expressive, and that is quite easy way to add expression, but I don't see a lot of effect. And yes, you have to understand, reflection, that's not about mirror, that's not about water effect or chrome effect, that's about, oh, I guess I have displacement over there still. I will remove it. Delete. I don't need to use anything from the past. Yeah. So that is my, oh, try to check. I have shadow gaps, and even with small resolution I have some shadow gaps over there, tabletop, facets, everywhere shadow gaps, and that add tiny detalization, like small detalization, line here, over there. So that's not too much work, but that is important thing. So use it, please, guys. That's really important. Okay, let's come back. Lighting should comes from the left side. So let's rotate it a little bit, like just a little bit, 180 degrees, and I want to try to catch lighting comes from the left side as intense as it can, yeah, because of course that is overcast lighting, HDRI, and we almost have no chance to have like lighting only from left side, yeah. That's clear. Let's try around like 230. No, from the right side brighter. 150. 120. To be honest, that's not so bad. And then after that, we can use some tools we called limiters. Yeah. Limiters, that is boxes, planes, never mind what exactly, geometry to limit lighting from the different side, and we can apply the same like a same shader just to limit light. Yeah, I don't need like lighting from the ground, because HDRI will give me lighting from the ground, definitely. So I will limit it. I can hide it, I can unhide it. I don't see huge difference, but I know it works. Okay. On the other hand, we have mountain or hill, have no idea, on the right side. I don't have it in model. I don't want to do that, but I can, and of course, this mountain will limit my lighting from that side, and I can use it, and I know that it can limit my light from the back side too, because I have no detalization from that side. But in this case, I can get way different light and shadow composition, as you can see. Yeah. So am I needed? I don't know. Have no idea. Depend on your project. Maybe I will try to use only this one. Yeah. Something like that is absolutely not important. Is it cross the light sources or not? This is dome light. This is just a place where we add HDRI, so that's not important. So that's enough. We called it limiter. That is not related with exactly this project, but I want to show you some trick we quite often use. If you need a lot of contrast, you can make something like this. Quite huge limiters like that, and we can put them in both sides of the interior. Yeah, something like that, even maybe stronger like that, to make it more contrast. I mean picture more contrast, I can place them closer to the to the house. Yes, don't be afraid that we see them. That is not important. We can go to object properties, visible to camera, refraction, but use shadows. So as you can see, we've got way more intense light and shadow composition, and we can even make it bigger. This is not, one more time, that is not for this project. That is for like for your ideas. In this case, as you can see, we will get longer shadows, everything like that, but more intense light and shadow composition. Of course, your camera have to be brighter, like a higher ISO. But you'll get, as you can see, way more intense light and shadow. Can we use it right now in this project? Yes, we can. But to be honest, I don't want. This is just an idea for you, for your projects. You can do the same with VRay, with Corona, with F-Storm, with Octane, with any possible render engine. That works absolutely the same. I don't show you like how to work in VRay. I show you how to build beautiful picture. That is what the render.camp about. Okay, I'm gonna build another limiter from that side. If you have color, it is easier to recognize where exactly you will limit your light. And as you understand, like, if you have black diffuse color, your limitation will be way more intense. We can turn off reflection. We don't need it here to make it easier for calculation, like that. And that is something we will use. Okay, after that, we have to get so intense light and shadow composition from this particular HDRI map as we can. How can we do that? We can make our HDRI map, our gray material darker, because 180 something, that is quite almost absolutely white, whiter than white paper, in fact. So we can do it darker, like a little bit, like 150, maybe less. That is one more time, depending on your project. And of course, I'm going to make it lighter over there in film speed is so maybe, I don't know, 10,000. That is, one more time, not important. Numbers not important at all. As you can see, the picture starting looks more natural. Yeah, if you'll compare previous picture and this picture way more realistic, natural, if we talk about overcast lighting. One more time, I explain you this so long because I want to tell you all the detail. In fact, if you know what to do, you will do it in a 1 second. I explained you, yeah, but I can do it for my own project in a 5 minutes. I mean, all general feeling. We even do not finish light and shadow composition. So what I want to do here is our gray material update preview. Just check this fact. Approximately your gray material over there should looks like this. Approximately. A little bit darker, 130. Why not? And here, let's say 15,000. Yeah, and as you can see, we've got way more intense light and shadow composition. So we have shadow here, light in here, so exactly as we need. Of course, we have lighting over there. That is not so good for me, but I can do nothing with this because maybe not exactly nothing. I can make it some limiter over there, but like a hill, yeah, like a rock, like a mountain. I can just a little bit limit lighting from that side, but that will not save my life, so no any huge difference. So I will remove this one just because I don't want to do that. So what's next? Next is the color over there. Yes, there in the real world there is no any absolutely desaturated shaders. Every shader always will have some amount of color. So let's add it. I will add some tiny touch of yellow color. And yes, I will use idea of complementary colors. Yeah, like blue, and on the other side of the wheel, of the color wheel, if you don't know that, I can show you Adobe color wheel, this one, color wheel palette. You can explore this feature. Come on, not now, please. But I think you saw this color, and you can choose over there like complementary colors. That mean these colors will be in front of each other on the color wheel. Anyway, I will make it a little bit more yellow, but that is still not enough. I'll add some color because I want to catch balance between cold exterior lighting and warm interior color feeling. Yeah, something like that. I remember that yellow lighting will give me some extra effect, and I will balance right now with sun color, saturation of gray material. In fact, that is not gray material, but basic material. Let's say basic material, and sun color and sun intensity. Oh, I forgot another thing to say. Here we have denoiser, as you can see. To set denoiser, you have to add VRay denoiser over there. Where is it? VRay denoiser. Noise. No. Blah, blah, blah. Over there. Denoiser, I'll change it to NVIDIA AI denoiser. You can use, quite often I use these two, NVIDIA AI denoiser or Intel Open Image denoise. To be honest, not so, in my personal opinion, not so any difference. I do not use default VRay denoiser. I use exactly this one. So that's clear. Let's render it. The same as in Corona, the noised version of picture will come in after third path. Okay, so let's add some VRay sun over there. I'm going to set sunlight from that side. VRay sky environment. No, I don't want to have sun, and of course it will be too intense. Definitely too intense. I can make it like 0.01, and that could be starting point just to not break my eyes, you know. Looks not bad, but I think I need to make it a little lower, and I want to get some lighting over there, sunlight over there. So let me move it like this. Yeah, I think approximately like that. I will not follow my reference like pixel to pixel. That is not important because that is just a way to learn how to build this picture, how to catch this emotion. But of course, right now my picture looks too red. I don't like it. And way more often I will use override instead of like realistic color of sunlight, because realistic, that like in a Corona opinion, in a VRay opinion, realistic. In my opinion, that is not realistic at all. Size multiplier. I will make it smaller. I love VRay. VRay is awesome. I'm absolutely agree with you. VRay is awesome, and your feeling of the picture is awesome. Way more. That's also my opinion. So I want to build sharpness of sun way more intense, like that. Not absolutely sharp, but something like that, because I want to get exactly that effect. And I need to make it lower, to be honest, to get this sunset effect. I think, yeah, I want to do that. And I need to make it directionality like that. To be honest, not so important. I want to have something like this. In my opinion, that's not bad. Okay, I want to show you another thing. In VRay, we have vignetting only in a camera. So I will add something like 0.2. That is number you can remember. I use approximately about 0.2, and vignetting in VRay in camera way better than in Corona. To be honest, I hate vignetting in Corona. Vignetting in Corona looks like dark corners overlaid, just this, and that looks bad. In all other renders, it's way better. Okay, so let me, and that is default settings, as you can see. I changed nothing. Yeah, so I definitely want to have way more colorful interior. I know that my ceiling will be wider, but anyway, I want to make it more saturated. Like that. Let's say that's better. Maybe that is a little bit too red, so let me make it more yellow. No, that looks too green. No, that looks good. Okay, so that is foundation of general fitting. In fact, that is stage. I mean, you have to build in 5 minutes, something like that. After that, you will add second layer of details, background, because that is huge part of your picture, and little more detailed details in your interior. For example, white shaders could be whiter, black or gray shaders could be, I don't know, gray or something like that. Sun could be a little more intense. So that is foundation. After that, details. So that's not like you will add contrast in the last moment. No, you will add details. You will catch main emotion in the first 5 minutes, and then you will improve detail, add details. Yeah. So I want to make it a little more intense. Intensity multiplier 0.3. Maybe even 4. I don't like these over brights. That looks too intense, but no, I don't want to have this. 3, that was enough. Okay, so after that, 3 colors I have. I always try to follow idea about big to small. Yeah. What does it mean? Big means, for example, that is huge big piece of white shader in my interior, so I will color it. Then the most visible, I think, big shader, that is my background together with that greenery. So I will work on this. Then the biggest shader after that, I mean main color, will be gray over there. Yeah, this gray furniture. So I will always move to big to small. Why? Because bigger shaders will always have way more intense impact to the picture in general. Okay, so that is my ceiling. Also, I want to check. You change color of this wall. This wall, okay. All these walls have to be white. So I will never create new one. I will duplicate shader I already have, and that is another crucial moment. You shouldn't make white shader. You have to make it whiter, lighter and wider. Yeah, like that. Why? Because of color composition. You still should have color composition. Yeah. So wider, like that. I'm not sure we need some glossiness, so I'll make it lighter. Maybe a little bit lighter here too. And I don't want to make it absolutely white because that's not true, because I have reference. Yeah, as I told you in the beginning, reference, that is like a answer to most of your questions. Yeah, we shouldn't imagine how reality looks like. We have to know how it looks like. So that looks really good. And now it's not enough for me, some saturation over there. So we desaturated this one, so it's like lack of saturation. We'll make this lighter, so this one have to be a little darker and more saturated, I think. No? I wanna desaturate it a little more, just to catch proper amount of this effect. Of course, we will tune it a little bit later, with different, I don't know, even settings, but right now we have to catch main emotion. So looks good, but too much yellow, definitely too much yellow, because I speaking a lot. In fact, you have to do it fast, and I have to do it fast. So because I will lost my first idea, and that's why it is important to do it fast. So I'm going to make it a little faster. I want to change color of window frames because they obviously like take a lot of place on the foreground. So I'm going to make it gray, darker, metal effect with higher IOR here. It looks too gray and too glossy, I think. So let me make 6. Okay, diffuse, darker, and color over there a little bit darker, but some tiny touch of this, yeah, roughness, maybe like metal, anisotropy like minus something. That is settings I just know, and I use maybe not the same, but quite similar settings often. Yeah, it shouldn't look like black. It should look like darker than everything around. Okay, so that's looks good. Then I will add extra details over there. So I like that. Looks good. Let's move to the next details. I told you about biggest details. So for example, plants and bushes. Select similar. Okay, and we have out of interior another. That is 3ds Max, so I should be careful because we can get crashed. That was funny fact. On this chaos connection day, I've been day before yesterday. We run every time we run some software, any software crashed once because like everyone wanna show the best possible thing, and that is reality, and we agreed with that because that is reality. That is not prerecorded lessons. That is reality, and our 3ds Max crash quite often. So welcome welcome on board. And that means I have to save. Let me make something like that. Oh, hello. Hey, Daniel is from professional D from professional visualization course. I still get excited and passionate every time join live class, just like in the good old days. Even after completing the course. Thank you for your experience. I hope you're happy to work with us. So I already applied new shader, this one, so that's copy of shader we already have. And I will start render again, and I will make it more green. like that. Yep. Yep. Darker, definitely. More saturation. Yeah. So as I told you, you shouldn't create it like green. It should be greener. Yeah. It shouldn't be white. It should be whiter. It shouldn't be black. It should be darker. So that is just remember this. This is really, really, really important idea. Yeah. The same with greenery, but I'm not happy that we have there on the forest pack some another shaders. So thank you. Happy to hear that. Oh, that is so many guys. Maybe there is like a write me please who been in the professionalization course. That's interesting for me to know. So that is so that is just one objects that mean here's a few plants. Okay, so that write me some just pluses if you've been there. Update preview. Okay, and to add our favorite translucency as in 3ds Max, then as in Corona render, we have to add there change material map type or over there. VRay to sided MTL. Keep old map as submaterial. Yep. Okay, so that in fact that's all. In a VRay, in a Corona we have just texture for translucency. Here we have or color or texture for translucency. Here we can have completely new shader for translucency with a different settings, with a different reflection, with a different everything. So I'll add black material over there, back material over there, and I'll make it the same, a little bit lighter, a little more saturated, a little more yellow. So the same we made in Corona, but a little bit deeper. And let's start another. Savio, hello again. So just 3 people from the past courses. So anyway, that's pleasant. Really, I'm happy to see you there. Okay, so I think it can be a little lighter, but no any directed sun over there. Yeah, but anyway, that looks good. That looks good. Maybe these metal frames have to be a little bit lighter. I'm not sure about that. A little bit darker, I mean, or not so. Reflective. Yep, that looks good. Maybe 5. Yep, that's way more comfortable to see it over there. Okay, so let's I told you about background, but I want to apply a few shaders inside because I want to. Okay. The same. Duplicate this one, apply it, and later, right now, I'm gonna make it like I think a little bit lighter and more green, more gray. So desaturate it. Looks like, oh no, that's I thought that is tabletop. So as you can see, that is not absolutely desaturated. That is just a little bit darker, a little bit less color, but color composition in this case looks cohesive. As you can see, it is too much desaturation. It have to be like a little darker. No lighter. Yeah, that's better. Okay, yeah, that's what I like. Let's move to the next one. I think I want to add a little more intense sun, but a little bit later. This tabletop, the same. That it should be wood. For wood, I have secret. Instead of wood, I use word honey, like a liquid honey. If wood looks like honey, it will, when I'll add textures, it will feels as a natural wood, so I will like it. I want to add a lot of roughness more, because I don't want to have exactly a reflection. I want to have like long reflections. Yep, but it should be even more reflective. Oh, saturated, excuse me. Maybe a little lighter. More yellow, yeah. A few steps. Yes. So that looks good. And chairs. Chairs, let me apply this shader. They have to be green and legs have to be chrome. So I will duplicate this one layer, shader, and apply it. Okay. So let me make it a little lighter, I think, and move to the green. But one more time, not green, greener. That is definitely enough. Less color, definitely higher roughness. I think darker, and saturation. No, that is too much green color. I don't need so intense. It have to be color composition. One single solid color composition, darker. Yep. So that's good, but to be honest, I want to make it warmer. I mean, cheers. Okay, so that's good. And I don't know why, but I want to make light, I mean sunlight in a little more intense. So let me do that. Yes, I see overbrights, but I will avoid them on the next step with highlight compression. Yep, I think that is better. I think that is better. Wait a second, where is my, oh. Over there. Here we have exposure. If we don't, we can add exposure over there. And I will use highlight compression a little bit to get little, to avoid overbrights. We can use ACES here, the same as in Corona, but I prefer use this. A little bit brighter exposure. Of course, we will add some contrast. Not too much, because that will be difficult to work with textures like that. In my opinion, over there a little bit oversaturated, but I know why. As you can see, here is no any oversaturation, but here is oversaturated. Why? Because of lack reflection. So I'm going to make a little more like here and wider. Oh, that is wrong shader, but anyway, that is not bad for chairs. Where is my my texture shader of the wood? This one. So let me make it wider. Okay, and to be honest, I want to make it a little bit darker. Let me make it a little less. Okay, in this case, lighter. little less saturation. So high amount of saturation because quite high amount of reflection too. Let me make it more red. So as you can see, picture looks quite cohesive, and that's what I'm looking for. That I'm absolutely happy with this. I'm absolutely happy with this. I'm absolutely happy with this. Whereas I have to apply the same metal shader to these windows. That's okay. I'm gonna stop render and I'm gonna apply copy of the shader of the metal shader to the chair legs. Turbo smooth, that's great. Let me apply it to this one. Okay, so that is, I will duplicate this one. I'm going to apply this. Okay, but as you can see, the same shader do not apply to the other chairs, armchairs or chairs. Have no idea what is this, but I can take this shader to from the shader, and I'll have ID number 1 and ID number 2, and select all of them because that's a copy of the same shader. Apply this shader to all of them, and the shader will be applied in the same way. Like that. As you can see, I was so confident in my workflow, so I even do not add lags on the table because that is not important. That's not about composition. People quite often focus in on the detalization on the model, but forget about light and shadow composition and color composition. Color composition way more important. So of course oh no, of course not Corona, not today. Let me check this shader, but even here it looks quite good. Maybe a little more glossy. Maybe a little darker, no? But no, that already looks good. Okay, so what about background? Somewhere in I want to show you the background I made, and I want to show you method how I get it. I found on the textures.com, I guess, this free texture. I downloaded for free especially because I know quite like a lot of you do not use textures.com. I mean different services, so you can find it on the textures.com for free. And using Magnific, I upscale it to the bigger resolution. Even anyway, I need bigger resolution for this. As you can see, I played with this picture. I don't want to do the same once again. I just upload a free version of this texture over there. It is not free, but that like 8 points, so you have like a 20 points for free every month. So yeah, and you can upscale it till this quality with the different settings. You can do the same with your Stable Diffusion if you have, with Magnific if you have. So you can do it with the different settings and put it there. So we can use it for your background. If you want to have blue lighting on the background, you can do so with another HDRI, and I can show you how exactly. If you don't, you can use just this picture. How? Plane, just simple plane. Okay, and I will make it way bigger over there. Only one thing, I absolutely sure we will need to rotate it. 90 degrees, but that is not important to have exactly 90, like that. So background, I don't need any pre-built shader. I will create new one because I don't need any reflection over there. Oh my god, crush. No. So we will open it again. Is it easy using Corona render with exteriors? Easy using Corona? I'm not sure what exactly you're asking for. You mean VRay? Is it easy to use in comparison with the Corona? Quite the same. I prefer use Corona. Why? Because I like sunny summer day in architecture. And with Corona, a little bit easier to work with translucency. That's why, and in exterior, we quite often use exactly sunny summer days, so a lot of greenery, and greenery that is translucency, so that mean um, Corona could be helpful. But to be honest, no any huge difference. You can do quite the same things in any render engine. The most important thing that is your understanding of workflow. Materials, VRay, MTL. Let me add there diffuse for start, bitmap. On the desktop, I guess I have some texture. This one, I change it over there in a Photoshop. So that is pure from Magnific. So I think I'll take this one, yeah, directly from Magnific. Let me put it over there. Yep, as I said. Proportion approximately like that. Horizon definitely higher than pool height, like that. Over there, I think quite good. You can make it smaller, bigger if you want to add some detailization, dependent. So all of this is up to you. I just want to show you technology, how to make this background. Nothing more. And I will add there some output, change material map type, general output, like that. After that, as you can see, as you understand, it will be visible for reflection, and it will be lighted by light sources. That's bad. I can show it to you, but even without showing, I can say that will looks bad, as you can see. Yeah. So we need to do something with this. What exactly? The best way to make background in this case, that is, first exclude from the light source and then make it self-illuminated. Okay. And of course, it will have some impact to the reflections. Maybe you will need it, maybe not. Depend on you. But let's compare. As you can see, here is way more clear blue reflection. Here is way more green. So I think object properties, visible to reflection, refractions. Yeah, first of all. I don't have any. What is this? Oh. Reflection, refraction, cast shadows, apply atmosphere. I don't want to receive shadows visible to camera. Let's say like that. Come on, that's not Corona. Yep. So I see, but reflection from the original background. That's good. So I can stop it. And let's go to light source. In Corona, we have no chance exclude background from the HDRI. Here we have, because that is dome light. Exclude, and that is, oh, I have to know the plane 003, the name. I have to know the name. Exclude plane 003. Where is it? I can start type name. Exclude. Okay. And the same with sun. Right now, exclude plane over there. In Corona, we have like small button plus to click and get and exclude it. Here we don't. That is disadvantage, but that is not so big disadvantage. So right now, my come on. Right now, my background will be black, I guess. Yep. So let me add some self-illumination to the shader. Self-illumination, where are you? Over there. Okay, and I can control intensity of self-illumination over there. Okay, and of course, my color of greenery should have the same color as background color, because that is the same nature. So I have two options. Make it the same as background, or make background as my greenery. In my personal opinion, for me right now, easier to work with this greenery, because it is closer, yeah, and smaller, and in fact not so big difference I have to make, just greener and like something like that. So I will put both shaders to the both options like that. It will be just easier. I will duplicate it again, but later. Let me make it smaller and a little bit more green, more saturated. I think less reflection, maybe a little bit less reflection here. I don't want to avoid reflections, of course, but here we have nice function render, no greener, but already not bad, yeah. 43, 48. Composition, more important composition, that is how shaders colors looks together. Composition more important than independent shaders, elements, objects. Way more important to understand how they looks together in a composition than alone separately. To be honest, I like this picture. Original picture have blue background. Here we have a little bit clouds, overcast, something like that. In my opinion, that is not a problem. So I will do nothing with this. But if you want to make it blue, you have to add just another HDRI with blue color. Make this light invisible and add some make some opacity to this map, to this background. So technically, it will take something like 20 minutes for your work in Photoshop. Is it huge difference in a result? To be honest, not. In my personal opinion. So I will go further with this. Exposure. I see some not nice overbrights over there. I don't like overbrights as mistakes. I like overbrights as accents. but not as but in this case I can make my background brighter, because background have to be brighter than interior. That's definitely true. So I can do like opposite thing. I can make exposure a little bit darker. In this case, highlight burn could be not so intense, and visible background self illumination higher. Where is it? I lost it again. Oh, over there. Yeah. So as you can see, in this case, it looks better. So I have to match interior with background, maybe even more darker here and brighter exterior. Balance more important than independent objects. So, yeah, that is easy. Okay, not difficult. Yeah, we have details, enough details in the shadows. We have enough details over there. Quite nice. That is final version of the general feeling, like a main part of the general feeling. In a best way, it will take something like 20-25 minutes for each picture, without talking. I try to explain you, show you all details, explain you why exactly I'm doing that instead of these or some. So when I work, of course I do not explain it to me. Yeah, so that's why in fact this stage will take less time in reality. I want to add a little more vignette right now. Yeah, I like this. Little bit darker corners over there. So really looks good. Exposure, overall exposure, highlight burn. So after that, I'm happy with the picture. I'm not happy only with this, because I see brown colors over there. That's not okay for me. I'm going to apply it over there. I can do the same I already done before. A little bit lighter, a little bit more saturated, a little bit warmer. And just this, nothing like too deep. And I think the super last shader, like quite basic shader, that is glass. So let me open it. I'm going to stop this render. Glass. This one, glass. To objects. Of course, I have to create new one. VRay material, like this, like this, like this, and glass. That is quite simple. Reflection, like full reflection, and full refraction, maybe not exactly full, like a little bit less, like 20, like that. And reflection depend on situation. Let's start with this. And of course I have to apply it and start render. And we can do the same with the same we've done with the background. As you can see, it is invisible for this one, invisible for refraction. So maybe we have to render a special layer for reflection, because we make it invisible for reflection to get reflection on the floor. Yeah, so we can't exclude for differentiators. So I think in this case, I know that in this case we have to render additional layer with reflection over there. So we have to add some layer with reflection. In fact, we can choose any of them. Reflection, for example, this one, glossiness. Some of them will be better because depend on situation. VRay rule that's refraction. I don't need refraction. I want to have reflection. VRay reflection. I think one of them will be enough. So I'm gonna stop it and start it again. After that, I'll have different layers. I have to wait for a few steps of render. That's denoiser, reflection. No, that's not what we need. Yeah, this one, for example. And we will take this map in a post-production to get effect we need. So that is not a problem at all. RGB. So for now, I will hide it because for me, way more important to see background than reflections. Oh, where's my background? Oh, that's because mm-hmm. But I'm a little bit not understand why I still see these. Oh, maybe that's because of lighting. Yeah, I understand. So never mind. That's a good question. Which is better, Corona or VRay? That's the same as you will ask me, well, who's the better? I don't know, boys or girls? That's like there is no answer. That is different things. So okay, then shaders. Let's say building. Something like that. Maybe I'll make some grammar mistakes. Excuse me for that. I'll start work a little bit faster. So on the floor we have some textures. So I can find some in my library. For example, over there. Textures. I have some textures. Shaders, no, I'm not sure about it. Oh, I can go to the textures directly. Why not? Textures tiles. Like that, and I wanna find there something like quite huge concrete tiles, because that is huge concrete tiles. I can say nothing. Maybe like these, but granite wall tiles. But I want to make them. I want to have them like glossy, or maybe like that. Really not bad. That's marble. I don't want to have marble, but I can add different texture. I mean diffuse texture, but reflection will be this one. Yep, reflection looks quite good. Only one thing, I'm not sure that is big size, but anyway, I will download this one to the desktop. I'm not sure about. I want to use roughness too, like that. like that. I will duplicate this. I always duplicate a texture when I start a shader when I start in applying textures to save original one, to be able to come back to original shader if I'll make some mistakes. And first of all, displacement, because of geometry, surface more important. So UV mapping box. I have no idea which size, but let's start with 3000, 3000, 3000. That is millimeters, so 3 meters. Maps, VRay bitmap, desktop, hide, like that. Where is so VRay displacement mode, text map over there. Amount. I think I'll need like 20 and shift -10. So let's start with this. And yep, I can apply this texture to the diffuse just to check where I have these lines and put them into the proper position, because I need align it over there, and I don't want to have it over there. I want to have like this gap, this row, this seam over there. So I want to make it wider, I think. Little less. Okay, that will looks good. So I will check only displacement right now. Okay, definitely cool. I have to remove it from diffuse color. So quite too intense displacement. That's I think that's obvious. So let me make it like 2 millimeters and -1. I think that's good, but looks like it too high. So let me make it -2. No, it is too high. Still too high. And I think it could be even higher, but minus, let's say -4, even -5. You have to play with each texture independently, because everything depends on the texture. So I think -5. Maybe we'll have some small gap over there, but that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. That's okay. Let me continue. Apply reflection to the and yes, from this lesson you have to take the step-by-step system how to set shaders, displacement, reflection map, and of maybe if not displacement bump, of course that's possible to be, but because displacement or bump first, because that is changing of surface. So in fact that is about model, and model first, then reflection, then texture, only in this way. That looks like I've got some, I moved this geometry, so I have to move it back. Yeah, I believe that could be enough. Okay, so reflection, as I said. this one. That is glossiness, but anyway, maps general output, because I almost sure that I will need to make it lighter, darker, or something else. Here we have reflection, but in fact that is roughness over there. So that is roughness. No, roughness, that's right. Okay, so I put it to the roughness and I'm gonna make it something darker, lighter. I have no idea. Yep. To get something like this. But that is in like next level of ideas. That's good that we have roughness, but I have to mix it with pure color. 50%, 60%, I have no idea. Of course, in fact, you have to set everything and make test render like 40, 50, like 1 hour render with a full resolution, not with final quality, but with a good enough, like, and go to get some lunch. Yeah, and you will see all the disadvantages of your picture. You will fix it quite fast and set final render. So that's clear. So I like these reflections. Looks really cool. Maybe even smaller because that is a little bit too intense. But for me, for now, for this case, looks quite good. And after that, I can go to the textures command, concrete. And for this particular case, I can use even not texture. I mean, I can find like a pure not seamless texture. Maybe seamless, that is not so important. And this one not bad. 0 credit, so I already bought it some time ago. And I'm gonna apply it over there. So materials, VRay, no, maps, VRay, bitmap. This one. I will use ID channel number 2. Where is it? Map channel number 2. Okay. UV mapping. Oh, not this. Delete. Oh, looks like I moved this one too, no? Okay. And I'm going to apply another UV mapping, maybe before displacement. No, I can't. Okay. Oh, I know, because that is different list of shaders of objects. Okay, never mind. Box, and I'm gonna make it like 5,000 to avoid tiling. And if I wanna make it even like avoid tiling absolutely, I can just rotate it like a little bit. And I have to apply map channel 2 here too. And I'm going to use diffuse. Of course, map channel and output like that. No, I don't like these lines. Looks weird and not so nice, to be honest. So I'll go back to in a proper position of the So that's good, but of course I need my color of the floor. So I will use composite, or maybe composite. Maybe they have VRay comp tags. Maybe comp tags. Yes. Am I have there? I'm not sure. Maybe better composite maps. general composite. Yeah, this one could be a little bit better. No, because here we have opacity too. Here we have no. Here we have way to multiply them, but we don't have opacity, and that is important. So that's why I will use layer 1. Of course, I need layer 2. To layer 2, I will add some VRay. Oh, where is VRay color? This one. And to the VRay color, I'll put the same color. Copy. Paste. Why it's green? Looks weird. Maybe not green. Okay. What is the best way to organize library in 3ds Max? So, depending on your situation, maybe folders, maybe puzzle, maybe pulls, maybe, I don't know, some other software. There is a lot of different way to answer your question depending on what you asking for, what exactly you're asking for. What the best way? Oh no, VRay is slower than Corona. No, that's absolutely not true. VRay faster than Corona. The texture, but not too much, like, but 20-15% you'll get. And that's like default settings. If you will tune it and you will set it up like a little bit deeper, you'll get a better result. In Corona, you can't impact to the render speed. In VRay, you can. The texture costing much more than a real texture in real life. Have no idea. I'm not sure what are you talking about. So normal, I think color and opacity. I can change these settings and get better result. But anyway, I can compare this result with this color. So I can start render. Okay, so in this case, I will compare, first of all, main color I had and this color I've got. And I have displacement, then reflection, and I know how to control each of them separately. And that's the best news. Yeah, so that is reflection. I have diffuse texture, and I have displacement, reflection, and diffuse texture. So that's absolutely perfect. I like that. We can move further. Next thing that is really important in my opinion, that is this metal frame on the foreground. And let me check the names of the IDs of the elements. That should be aluminum inner part. That is material ID number 4. That is number 1. Rubber number 3. So I'm going to make material general. That is general. Come on. Second time. Connector. Oh, I'm not sure connector. That is for organized library exactly. How to make realistic lighting interior with just but that's a cool question, but why you have this limit just with VRay sun? Because you need global illumination, and realistic lighting, that's about global illumination. So you need to have some overcast lighting. So I have no idea why you're asking your question exactly like this. Because only with sun, I think that is impossible. So, what's next? Let's work with where we stop. Wow, yeah. Materials, general. So again, that's something weird with this window, I guess, but we will find solution. I think I'll have to select different one, and I will open another one, 3ds Max, if this one will crash too, and maybe third one too, for some reason, because the longest time for that is time for opening 3ds Max exactly. I have to wait a little bit. Okay, file, open this. I can do it in a little bit different way. So let me go to the general filling, duplicate this one, and I can choose, for example, this one. Yep. Edit geometry to avoid this select. And in this case, I'll select all IDs with number 4, duplicate it and apply new shader. I will just add lighter and maybe remove part of saturation like that. In this case, it will be lighter. And this one, these things, that is rubber things. So no, that is one. I know this model because I modeled it. I changed somebody's model, to be honest. Oh, 2. So select 2. No. Where is my rubber? I have it. Oh, so that is also number 1. So that is some kind of mistake. Mm-hmm. That is not so okay to do. I have no idea why Max give me these crashes, but I don't want to fight with this. I know how to do it manually, so welcome on board. Mm-hmm. So that looks like done. I will duplicate this one and I will apply this new shader. Come on. Yep, it's applied. Okay, so I have to make it like rubber, like this, I guess. And I already applied second one. So I can save this file, save this file desktop, because I'm afraid of crashes. Okay, and then I'm going to take this shader in that way. Yep. So I have the same multi-texture. That is okay. Where's my VRay? From frame buffer. I'm not sure that this reflection is a proper amount of reflection. I want to have it more glossy. This one. It should feel like different metal. Yeah. In this case, it will be more detailed. I like this amount of detailization a little more. Okay, so let's make a few shaders more. For example, fabric. For example, this wooden table. That's good. And I want to show you some post-production after that. So furniture. Let's stop this render. I'm going to take this shader, also duplicate it, apply it again. Here we have no displacement. Forget about displacement on the wood. Glossiness or roughness, never mind. That is the most important thing for wooden shader. NAS. Textures. Let's say textures 2, multi-texture. I have a few shader textures like this. What is this? That is texture where I stick together a few texture from the CG source. So nothing difficult, just typical work. I think I'll take this one. How to get the color of sun in Europe, America, South Africa, or any land on the world by choosing perfect color of the sun and environment. Color and sun environment. I know what you're asking for, but you have to understand the reality and how it looks on the picture. That is quite different things. I told about this in the beginning of workshop. You have to take picture reference of the location you want to, or maybe not location, of the interior you want to do, and work with this and learn yourself, because different places can be absolutely different. There is of course, I know about real world settings of the light source. That is the bullshit. I don't want to hurt anyone, but it doesn't work in this way. Reality could be absolutely unexpected and absolutely completely different. In the same location, today and tomorrow, and in the same time, you can get absolutely different lighting with the same camera settings and with the same camera, and colors of sun, colors of sky will be different. So forget about this. You have to learn how to make pictures you want to make, and for that you have to find reference and watch this lesson from the beginning, please. That is important. Okay, what the price that you would want if someone need to render 3-4 shot of exterior of exterior house? we have like we charge per frames, and we have position additional frames. So in this case, in case we have no changes in one scene, we can make next frames depending on the size of render time of the many factors, but approximately from 20% price of the main frame to the 50 to the 70% of the frame charge, frame price. But of course we will charge something, and depending on the project, we will make some number of different frames to get the best possible result. Because as I said to you in the beginning of this workshop, we will send to the client only the best possible pictures for these situations. And if we need set lighting for every frame, we will do that. And we will charge for unique lighting for each frame. But if that's possible to make one single lighting and render all frames in one single scene, we will do that, because we don't want to lie to our client. Yeah. So that's clear. Reflection, of course, color correction, saturation. Let's apply some mapping over there. Maybe I'll go to add it to the diffuse for a moment. Okay, so I will delete this one. UV mapping box 3000, 3000, 3000, something like that. And I'm going to rotate it, because like would always have follow the longest texture like this. Okay, here is right direction and here is right direction. Avoid situation when you have vertical direction of wooden texture. That's a mistake, of course. So that's good. And I have to check exactly reflection. Please do that. That is important. I can render only region, but I'm not sure I will see something on the so small texture. But no, I see something. I see some lines, and maybe that could be even enough. Now I want to make it a little bit less glossy, so let me make it, I don't know, darker. No, lighter. That's roughness. So it works like opposite, in an opposite way. A little bit like 1.35, 30. Yeah, like that. That could be enough. So reflection first, and then color. Here the same. I will match this color to color I had before, so it should be quite similar. I'm not sure over saturation. That's my way to red. I think a little more yellow. So let's do it like this. Yeah, that is natural wooden color, and I like it. You shouldn't follow my numbers in this case. Yeah, I follow the color composition. I color match this color with all yellow colors around. It have to be part of color composition. That is important. Okay, so I think maybe a little more saturation, like -15, to get a little more attention to the table. No, that is too much. Yeah. Okay, -20. That's better. That's better. That's better. And to be honest, exactly something I need. Let's stop it. And let's come back to that's all, nothing more. That's enough. And let's come back to the chairs. I'm going to duplicate the shader. Reason the same to be able to come back to the original one, and texture shader of the fabric the same, like displacement, roughness or reflection, and then texture. Of course, we have no roughness over there, so bump and diffuse color. So the workflow the same all the time. Where's bump over there? VRay bitmap. Let's go to computer, NAS, texture 2, beautiful website called Ambient CG, BNCG. A lot of free textures and amazing textures. I took these textures exactly over there. Here I have fabric. Where's my fabric? Fabric over there. That is fabric 66, as I remember. Yes, this one. Bump, this one. I will not use normal. I'm fan of old school bump, and that's absolutely enough. If you like, you can work with normal bump. No any huge difference in my opinion. Like, of course I know the difference, but is it like is it really important to have this difference, to see this difference? To be honest, I don't think so. Color. I will add this color just to see size of the texture, because I don't want to fight with unwrap. I can do, but I don't want. And let me make it like twice smaller, I think. Like there. Yeah, I think that could be enough. And that means here the same, of course. 2 and 2. I'm going to replace it, remove it, and let me render this picture. And check that. I'm not sure I will see bump in such a small picture with denoiser, but I think, and I know the bump maybe can be quite way more intense there. And I believe the roughness, but roughness here is 0.82, so that's high roughness. I want to render in a little bit bigger resolution. About display monitor, I use Dell 27 inches. I use two Dells 27 inches, 2K resolution. What else? Dell U27 something. I will check later. I can check later when I'll like on the back side of the display if you'll need it. Just remind me up on the block when I'll answer your questions, okay? Now is compilation, because 5K, that is bigger. No, that is quite enough, I believe. So that's why we have to make a test renders, because as you can see, just a couple of seconds ago, I wanted to make it 3 times more intense, but I don't need. Now I see I don't need it. Even with denoiser, that is quite huge amount. Texture size over there on the wood, I wanna mix it with color. That is too intense. I forgot to say that, I think. Yeah. And so that's why we have to make test renders. In this case, I'll have long horizontal lines on the sides, maybe not so tiny. Yeah, like that. And of course, that is really important. Mix this shader with the color. 60%, 80%, 50%. I have no idea, but you have to mix it. Okay, let's jump to the to this texture. So I will render. I will render in this mode. So that's good, but I just want to make it little more green. No, I might need it. So let me add some color correction. I will make it just a little more saturated. Where do you get these fabric maps? Go back in I don't know, 3 minutes before in this workshop, and I said this. Something like that. Let's remove it. This one more green, but I think this one more natural. So, and I will mix it with color too. So I like this. Change material map. File off. Keep old map as sub map. And guys, for you and others, please don't try to find like where I like magic assets or something else I showed you. The most important thing that is workflow I follow, because in fact I started 2 hours ago. I spent like a 25 minutes explaining the workflow. Then I moved slowly to the general feeling. In fact, everything I done, you can do. I can do without talking in an hour. Everything. So this picture from scratch can be done in hour, and that is possible only thanks to workflow. Like every project step by step, the same step by step system. Theory and like I know a lot of people try to follow practice, like numbers, like settings, like presets, assets, or so. That is not important things. Important things, that is exactly workflow, mindset, using references, color composition. All these things is important. Other, no. To be honest, I can go to textures.com, take almost any texture, and I'll get beautiful result. I took these because I know it. I know this texture. I know where to take it, and that's easy to get. And everything I show you, just to bring your visualization, your everyday picture, exactly everyday, not portfolio or something like that, exactly everyday picture to the absolutely next level. Because any one of us have, like most of us have beautiful portfolio, but let's be honest, we have a lot of clients. Yeah, all of us have a lot of clients, but ask yourself, is it all of your client come back to you with new projects? And if your answer, not your honest answer to yourself, not everyone, that because your portfolio and your real work not the same, looks not the same. And that is important. That is important. So I like this picture. I can add like some contrast if I need, but I'll have a post-production. I definitely have to start interactive render. Do not forget, add some depth of field. That is important. Where depth of field over there, F number 8, that's okay. Where is my focal point? Let's select camera focal point somewhere over there. So maybe a little bit farther. Target focus distance. Let me make it Yep, not bad, not bad. 8, that's not too much. I mean, number 8, that's not too much. That means I'll get a little bit, I'll get some tiny touch of so a tiny touch of depth of field on the foreground, and that will be okay. I want to check. Yeah, I don't want to have it over there. I mean this green color, so I'll put back this. Now I think that could be better. Let me start interactive render. Oh, not interactive, like a render, like a final render, almost final render. I don't know. This is just a render in the final resolution. I try avoid using this phrase exactly, final render, because final render quality, that is like the same render settings, but when I render the same picture like a longer, like 1 hour, 30 minutes, depending on the noise I can see in the picture. And yes, I use denoiser. I use denoiser a lot, and I don't afraid of denoiser. Of course, somewhere in the grass, that is, you can make mistakes. So if you need really detailed grass on the foreground, of course, you need to render longer. But you can apply, for example, the same shader as you apply over there to this couch. That is not important. Important thing that is like how to get this picture, and I already showed you. On the post-production stage, I think I'll play with blue color, but I like this picture. It is not exactly the same, but I show you exactly workflow. So we will render this picture. I think I will add sharp and blur, not to make it sharper, to make it blur, exactly blur, because in this case I'll get way more natural looking picture. But to be honest, even if I'll stop render, no, right now I can't, because here's absolutely broken details. I want to get more sharp lines. But anyway, I have details. It is quite fast work, quite fast render. I will render this picture like I think 10 minutes while I'll answer your question and show you the special offer about big professional visualization course, and we will make some post-production. So guys, we have big professional visualization course. You can check. Oh, that is beginners, excuse me, over there. Right now on the to the chat, you'll get a unique link, and I will tell you a little bit later why. So what is this course? This course about professional looking visualizations, and this course focused on the everyday professional looking pictures. All the pictures you can see on your display, on your screen right now, that is pictures made by our students during course with my support. So when you will work with me on this course, I'll give you every day my personal feedback to your work. That is the most powerful thing. You may ask me, Daniel, why I have to go to the course, because here you give a lot of information, and that's true. I absolutely honest with you here. On the course, only two advantages. There is way more in different information, and there is one that is my personal feedback to your work. So I will navigate you with your projects. I will take you with your hand, and I will tell you, here is a little bit mistake, here is fundamental mistake, here is post-production mistake, here you should improve something like this, and you can make these things in an absolutely different way because you make mistake, like typical mistakes. And in this case, This course built it exactly for professionals, so for guys who know how to work in 3D, but your everyday pictures not looks like this one, exactly everyday projects. Because for now, quite often, I think every day I can show you my private chat. To be honest, that is unpolite, but I can't do this technically. I will not do that because that's not polite, but I can show it. And all of guys send me question, the same question. This is my portfolio. Why? What to improve? Why it looks like not exactly like this? Because of lack of understanding how to build picture properly. Because everyone build pictures, their projects based on knowledge taken from the lessons of visualization. That is the biggest mistakes. Yes, I know this is lesson about visualization, but in the course and in this lesson also I show you how to improve your pictures based not on visualization. I can tell you more. You shouldn't open Behance at all. No once in your life, because in case you will learn visualization based on somebody's visualizations, that's like a make salad from another salad. To make some really nice salad, you should take fresh ingredients, fresh elements, vegetables, I don't know, meat, whatever salad you make, grass, leaves, fresh, and make your own salad. Here the same. You have to understand how the reality looks like, not somebody's pictures, exactly reality. And in this case, and you have to find your own way of samurai, of course, your own style in visualization. You have to understand that you work as a designer of the picture. A lot of people say me like, I'm not designer, I'm just a render man, I'm just person who render. I don't care about picture. I do just what designer or architect told me. That's a terrible bullshit. No, you are, all of you, every one of you, designer of your pictures, of your final renders. And exactly you decide how your picture will look like. So to get better result, join render.camp professionalization course, and this course will start next Monday. I guess just 2 or 3. This morning was just 3 free places in this course, so in fact you have lack of time. And the most important thing, as I already told you, guys, for you who still there here right now on this workshop with us right now online, if you'll apply today till the end of this day, we will give you special price offer to join this course. So left your phone number and we will write you tomorrow. Don't be afraid, we will not call you at night. We're normal people, we are normal people, we are good guys. We will just text you and we will maybe call you if you will agree with this, and we will offer you some special price offer to join this course and get this join this course. You can read this landing page and you will know everything about how everything goes, our workflow, our schedule, 5 weeks of intense education every day, my personal video feedback to your works, unique project for every student. So you will learn not only your project, you will also learn everyone who work on the course projects too, and my feedback to them too you will hear. Because to be honest, everyone make not like the same, but for your project you'll get your comments, but somebody's project will look differently and I will give them different feedback and you will get quite good result. More final pictures you can find on the main page of the render.camp. and all these guys with absolutely different level. Like, I understand advanced level artists, that not mean all the same. Yeah, all of you guys, oh, hello, that's your work. You're here, this guy here in the on the live stream. So that is work made in during the course. Exactly. So if you want to get this level in your portfolio, in your everyday pictures, join this course and work a lot with us. I promise you, you will work a lot. You will not struggling. Definitely, you will work a lot. Yes, that is hard work, but that is only way to survive in this profession. Beautiful portfolio. If you have no beautiful portfolio, excuse me, nobody will hire you. So that is the huge project. Yeah, yes, that's your work. How much a beginner archviz student earn after taking this course? Oh, excuse me, that's wrong question. Depending on the country, depending on your talent, depending on your portfolio, depending on different company needs, because for example, you can be hired in some company as a junior artist, and some company can hire you as a advanced artist or senior artist. So that is like a huge difference. One more time, different countries, so that is impossible to answer. And like, we teach you how to make pictures, not sell yourself or something like this. We are not company who promise you money. We like, that's, to be honest, that's bullshit. That is impossible to promise you money after course. But for example, a guy who made this picture already worked with us in our company, and you can ask them in the chat, is it true or not? That's not me. You can write here in a comment block the question to this guy, and maybe not to to any one of them, and maybe you'll get answer if they will decide to answer. So feel free to do that. I promise you, if you'll work and you will send your pictures and you will follow my feedback, you'll get pictures like your final renders will look like this. That's what I promise you. Definitely. And then you'll be able to send your portfolio to the different companies, and some of them will hire you. So I hope that's clear. And yes, on the course, everyone worked with 2 pictures, with one with interior, one with exterior. So if you'll do everything right, you'll get 2 final works, at least, like as minimum 2 works, interior and architecture, and you'll put it into the portfolio. You'll be able to say, that's my work, that's my portfolio, I'm able to do these kind of pictures, hire me please, like that. Or, I understand, not every of us looking for new job. A lot of people improve their skills just to improve their skills. That's clear. So let's come back to this one. I think that already looks good. I will stop this render. Here we have denoiser. Yeah, I have to turn it on again over there. So that's a really cool looking picture. I'm gonna save it to the desktop. That is 5K render. Let's say like that. Never mind. That is important to use proper names, but I don't want to do it too long right now. So that is my picture. And one more time, with all explanation, with all long talking, it takes just 2 hours. Yeah, just 2 hours. Without it, that is just a 20, 50, 40, 60 minutes, depending on your mood, to be honest, more than something else. That is my picture. So let's jump to Photoshop. I'm going to open over there. So what I want to do, maybe some adjustments. Control J, like duplicate it. Let's duplicate it a few times. Okay, maybe I want to close my eyes because I'm afraid of this intense impact, like that. So just a little bit more intense, like that's like contrast, but a little bit different way to make contrast, let's say, like that. I can do the same with in a different way. Soft light, control U, saturation 0, and I try don't watch to the picture because it can break my eyes. I'm not huge fan of this effect, but I can do like that and reduce opacity, just like this. That is next way to add like a contrast, but not exactly contrast. That is what that high pass. So that what we had, that what we got. Yeah, like this. I can merge them. Merge layers. Okay, filter. What exactly? Camera raw filter. And that is just a 10 minutes render, guys. 10 minutes, 5K render. I can try auto. I'm not a huge fan of auto corrections, but anyway, we can try color. I'm not sure. Maybe I want to make it a little more blue. I'm not sure I like this. So intense saturation. Yeah, I want to desaturate it a little bit like that. More natural colors. Greenery. I can go to the color mixer and saturation hue. To be honest, I want to make my greenery a little bit warmer. Oh. Yeah, like that. Luminance, the same, a little bit darker. And saturation, maybe a little bit more saturative. Let's compare. Yeah. In my opinion, your opinion can be different. Yeah. And then after that, I'll put it to Magnific to add some details in some places. So 2K. You have to understand that is not like you can't make bad picture and put it to Magnific and get some amazing result. No, you can't. But you can add some. Am I put it to the, yeah, to the desktop. That's okay. Cancel. A lot of guys write me the same thing. Daniel, I use Magnific, but Magnific don't make my picture so nice. Why? In most cases, because you put to Magnific like bad input, like pure and input. Standard. I like films and photography. Different level of creativity, like this one. Fractality. Let's say like that, and I will make a few copies, like 6, or 4 or 5. I have no idea. And maybe no, I think I don't need like lower amounts. So let's check what it will get me. Hello, is the course also teach using VRay? Because I only saw Corona render in the website. No, we teach VRay, Corona, and F-Storm. So 3 render systems you'll find there. And for interior and for animation, for architecture and also animation. And you will learn, we will work with all of them. Every week we will work with VRay, Corona, and F-Storm, and that is another huge advantage of this course, because that is like this course not about Corona. This course about your like artist inside of your head, inside of your heart, inside of your arms, inside of your eye. That is important. This course not about technical tools. Of course, we will have a lot of technical tools, but only technical tools will not make your pictures better. You will just know tools. That's all. That's the problem of guys who just exploring visualization on or learning visualization based on the lessons on YouTube, because these lessons about visualization, and unfortunately this lesson also about visualization, not about mindset. And mindset, that is most important thing, and I will teach you about mindset, how to work with references, how to choose how to improve your eye in general, how to work with composition, how to understand what is composition. Because come on, if I will ask you how to build beautiful composition, some of you will remember rule of thirds, golden ratio, something else, but nobody will think about hero shot. Will almost nobody know about color composition, about working with references, about spots of the picture. For example, do you ever work with pictures like filter, noise, and dust and scratches, for example, like that, to understand what is the most important thing, how to detach colors, and and tone mapping, how to work separately with tone mapping and with color mapping of the picture. So that is important things, and that is important thing. How to set shader, that is like a 5 minutes for each of them, because all magic happened on the different stage, on the previous stage, I may say. So I like these. There is a lot of nice elements. Of course, background already improved. Of course, I don't like these spots over there. But anyway, I like this picture. I can take it as a biggest part of the background. So let me put it over. But I have to, of course, Control Z. Put it over there. As you can see, Magnific add us some trash, some dust, some imperfections. Of course, we will not use it everywhere, yeah, but we will use it a lot of where. And for example, of course, I don't want to have it. These lines, I'm not sure I want to have. So, you know what? I don't want to have it everywhere. I definitely want to remove it from fabric. I know that you know that you can set up masks in 3ds Max. You can do this. I don't like use masks from 3ds Max because of anti-aliasing. I prefer have like make it like this. And I know you'll get a lot of imperfections in places like this, but in some places you'll get really nice result. You can make it, opacity like this and replace it partly, just to remove absolutely stupid things. But for example, I like this not perfect side. I will remove it just partly. course, that is important to have absolutely the same window profile. Oh, I think it should render a little bit longer. So that is problems not of AI, that is problem of denoiser. So we have to render it a little bit longer. That's definitely some terrible imperfections better replace, of course, because that's new interior, but that is quite good. I don't like this part. So just to add details, in places where we need these details. I'm not sure I need improve this because that is like concrete outside of the house, so it could be like that exactly. A little bit cleaner ceiling, like that. So let's compare this one. Am I see some terrible mistakes? No, I don't. Maybe make it a little bit cleaner over there. As I said, just details. Is it change like dramatically picture? No, just some details in some places. A little bit information on in the wood, a little bit information on the plants, background, of course. Can we try night shot after finishing this shot without using AI? Can we try night shot after finishing this shot? No, guys, we have to finish this lesson because it should be unlimited time. The goal was to create exactly this picture, so I'll finish it right now. But in the course, we will have overcast. Like first week of the course will be about interiors in overcast in 3 render system. Second week, sunny summer day in 3 render system. Third week, over artificial light in 3 render system. Artificial light, that is night, interior, night, toilet, bathroom, windowless interiors. So everything without real lighting. I mean exterior lighting. On 4th week, we will work with sunny summer day on architecture, and on 5th week, we will work with some specific lighting situation in architecture, such as night, such as sunset, such as different things, and also with 3 different render systems, both. I mean, 4th week and 5th week. So, I mean, Corona, VRay, and F-Storm. And you will learn advantages and benefits of all of them. So, thank you, guys. Join this workshop, join this course. I would like to remind you that with this link, till the end of this day, you will get special price offer. We will call you or write you tomorrow, depending on what exactly you'll choose. And we will offer you this special price offer for this course. Just 3 places left. And you have just a couple of hours to apply right now. And please apply using exactly link I've sent, Antonina sent you in the chat. Exactly this. That is really important. In this case, you'll get this price offer. Yes. So I haven't color accurate 4K. I have no. I'm not sure I like 4K monitor, so I can't offer you anything. VRay 6 included the better way to create vegetation shader directly in the VRay material. To side material is now an outdated workflow for leaves. Yes, and I know that. And to be honest, I can say I don't like it. I don't feel it yet. You know, I try to touch it and learn how to use it, like, and how to get it how to get better result using exactly these tools, and I still like try it, you know, and I'm not happy with my results because with two-sided material, I know how to work, I know how to get amazing results, how to work with this translucency. I'm not confident, so that's why I don't show it to you, because I show you only tools and techniques I know how to work, how to get exactly beautiful results. So that's all. Uh, thanks for your words, and it's incredible. Thank for coming, guys. That's really important for me. What monitor are you using and how many? Just I have a lot of monitors, of course. I mean, exactly in this room 4, but I use on one render station just 2 monitors. I will check numbers on the back side. Wait a second. Dell 2722D. I will write you Dell U2722D, but that is not new displays. Maybe I bought them, I think more than 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. So maybe for now that is something old. I'm not sure, but I use this one. And I like 2K. I'm not sure I like 4K, and I definitely don't wanna buy banded displays because of color issues. I like exactly flat, separated, 2 separated displays. I'm fan of this. Don't forget the glass. I already forgot the glass. But to add the glass, as I showed you, we have to. We can also do that. We can hide it. Yes, and render it. Oh, I think I can do it quite fast. And I think, as I said, we have to render 2 separate layers. One of them, glass. I will do it quite fast when I'll get first passes. I will stop render, denoising, and I will take just reflection, I guess VRay reflection layer to take exactly reflection channel. So guys, now the best time to answer your question. If you have some questions, feel free to ask me right now, because we will finish in a few minutes. I just want to show you technically how to add glass, reflection in a Photoshop after render. I absolutely sure that all of you, or most of you, know how to do that without my help. You can ask me about everything we done today, about course, and about 3D in general. I'm absolutely free to talk about everything. I'm afraid it will take some time. We have to wait till I guess pass number 3 or can you share with us Wheeler plan and where it is? I can oh guys, I have a huge and important question for you. Please write us comments under videos, anything. It helps us a lot, and you know that it helps us a lot to in case you you write comments, not in the chat, in the comments below the video, after I'll finish this workshop. Write something, I don't know, your question, I will answer. You're not under the only this, under any of them. So and let me add exactly there in the comments. I will send this link in the comments. But this project called, I'm gonna show it to you. Focus at Sunset House on House on the Air by Franz Silvestri Architects. If you'll Google this, you'll find this project, exactly this website. Can you do this with Corona? Oh, I can do this in fact with any render system, and I showed you that in the different workshops, and of course in the course too. And yes, one more time, guys, no any different technical difference between VRay and Corona. There is difference of your reasons. Yeah. First of all, maybe a company when you work when you want to work with only with Corona, and you know how to work in VRay only, or work only in VRay, and you work in Corona. I believe that different software, that is just the tools. The important things, that is your mindset, that is your knowledge, that is your eye, that is your feeling what is nice and what is not. Because in fact, that is way more important. Why? Because exactly you will choose every second, is the shader should be lighter or darker, more saturated or less saturated, that you decide. That's why you and your brain have to be ready to work with picture, not settings. Setting doesn't matter. In VRay, in App Store, and in Corona Render, you'll find absolutely the same settings in a little bit different places, just tiny difference. Okay, so is it no? I wanna get denoised path. So short answer to your question, can you do this with Corona? Yes, I can do this with Corona. And to be honest, you have to be able to do this with Corona too. And yeah, you asked about Villa plan. So I took it at the same website, I think, or maybe in the Arc Daily. I absolutely sure you'll find it in Arc Daily too, somewhere at the in the end of the on the view more images. Yeah, over there. I took this picture exactly. Just save images. I have no any like specific resources to hidden from everyone. I took the my everything from the same from this. Oh, so it'd have to be denoised. I think I'll wait a bit. I have another idea. I can try to, but 3 paths maybe not enough. No reflection. No. Anyway, please update it. Maybe last idea how to update it. Denoiser. Oh, NVIDIA AI upscale. I never saw it. Okay, let me save this picture. So you understand, render this picture longer. Anyway, technically, save current channel. Technically, I'll show you how to do that. Never mind, JPEG, PNG. Okay, let's do it in PNG, but not a huge difference in this case. I showed glass material in the middle of the lesson. Oh, 118 megabytes. That's terrible. Okay, so I'm going to apply it as a screen, and I think you do not multiply noise. I'll just add it in places where I really need it. No, not here. And let me replace it. Maybe not accurate. You can do it one more time with masks. You know how to do that. You have to know. If not, welcome to the course. No. Like that. Over there. Yeah, but to be honest, I'm fan of work with brush masks. So in this case, we have beautiful background and reflections too. So that is another way to get this effect. Can you select with CryptoMatter or MaskID? You can, yeah, that's a possible idea. Why not? 5K. So guys, as I can see, we don't have any questions. So one more time, guys. I was happy to give you my experience, to share with you my experience. If you'll decide to join professional visualization course, that will be definitely right choice. Just 3 places left and just 3 days left. To you guys who will join using this link in the chat, will give you special price offer till the end of this day if you'll apply till the end of this day. And I will see you somewhere in the autumn, in the middle of the autumn. I will run a few workshops there. So let's see you. Let's stay in touch. And thank you guys. Make your renders. Thank you. See you. Bye.